So you're live now, and what was your question?
How do we follow our path of self-discovery and still remain part of the real world, including family and society, family, friends,
Family and
society?
society, yeah. See, the world, the society, the world laugh at you that without knowing yourself, you want to know the world. So that the one of the biggest joke of life that without knowing oneself, one keep on working, working, working for somebody whom they don't know. You see,
Mm-hmm.
that's the one of the biggest joke of life. Now, why do they keep on working? Because they think that is real. See, the world, the mind, and the consciousness. So, these are three words appear as three words, like the time is also a thinking pattern. It divided into past, present, future. That's how the same thing in the thinking, because it survive in that way. Future, present, past. The life, the life, it does not know. It has idea about life. Life, truth, God, it doesn't know at all. It has ideas and images of that. It or self-realized, self-actualized, self-enlightened. It doesn't know. It cannot know. It cannot know. Why? As long as you are in the thinking level, then you are good and fit to be a worker, to a thinker. Worldly life, which is like a story, that is about life, but not the life itself. So that's why more than 90% people are living lies after lies after lies after lies, and a fake, 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 fake life. And they created monuments of books, religions, and processes, techniques to climb on the ladder where they will go. There is no heaven God up there. They just made it up out of misery. They made it up. So that's another yo yo. So the mind is such a tool, it can easily take you to hell or heaven. Mind, when get associated and rooted in the body, and more limited and more boundaries. When it associates with the consciousness, that what you really are, and that's the very proof in daily life when you are in the sound sleep or when you are in the 5-year old, that innocence, purity, infinity, serenity is alive. Then slowly, as you grow adult, the society and the they what you call imposter, imposter on the consciousness, the mind mechanism, and then you start believing that that is the way to become successful, to become somebody, doctor, engineer, this, that. I have become somebody. You took 10 years, 15, 20 years. Then you're working for 5, 10, 20 years and you're already gone 90%, 80%. And slowly the consciousness get consumed and you are already never knowing that wholeness, perfection is covered up, that innocence, which is absolute everything, is get muddled up by the muddled mind, the egotistic confusions, and it's a circle like a bell which is creating the oil, the bull. Circle and circle and circle and circle, not going anywhere, nowhere. So it creates a illusion that I am to go and reach to heavens. You already are in hell. There is no from hell to heaven. No, there is no journey. Inward journey is not from and to. Inward journey is a flight. flight which need no time. That's how the eternity, the pure innocence, cannot be earned or gained or hard work. No, 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 absolutely not. Because the absolute is corrupted, fragmented by the fragmented mind of the human mind, man made crookedness, good, bad, right, wrong. The godliness already perfectly perfect, and you are the divinity. But present by the time when you are born, born is the actually invitation to the death, because slowly you are preparing each breath toward the black hole death, because light and dark wholeness, black hole, cannot be figured out. The mind cannot, can know some ideas, but not it. That's how the Lao Tzu explain, or the seers see, truth cannot be explained. Whatever can be spoken is not it. How what the Vedas talk, neti, neti. Then the mind, man-made mind says, what is the truth? What is the truth? All the scriptures, holy scriptures, they say neti, neti. Neither that, neither this, nor that. Because all flowering explanations are not even close to it. If you want to figure it out, figure in this way, they cannot figure out the pregnancy. Either you are pregnant or not pregnant. You cannot just make concepts of it. So this journey, invitation of the body mind is more like the whole ocean, and the bubbles appear and disappear. That's how when you figure it out that you already are blessed, Holy Spirit, already perfect. Just don't get impressed, don't get entangled into the lies of the world, because the herd and cowherds are many. 98%, 1 or 2% are the real tigers, lions, who don't follow the stream, the stream of the misery. The whole world is suffering, and it easily consume the people, very easy, program you into work machine, and you start believing that that is your life. You have to work You have to earn, you have to make a house, and that is the real. And you get claps once in a while. That's all. The very few put a question mark to it. Am I a cowherd or a flow in the flow? Because society or the world you're talking easily persuade directly, indirectly, parents, they want to make them like you, like them, police, preachers, it's absolutely nothing wrong about bondage and suffering as long as you are flowing with the flow. But if you are more aware and awake, then body mind not as a master but as a servant. That's only just taking a side, observing without the observer. Pure observation. Pure observation means not recording. Like when you wake up, you let go of the dream stuff. You let go of the dream, the memory, what you did dream. The same way, the original pure awakefulness, who you really are, beyond the name and form, then name and form can appear and disappear. You are flowing with the flow, not struggling. The life does not become a battle. You see the difference?
Still, um, I still do not see the what, because to me, we still have to interact with society to get the necessities of life.
Yeah, that is always there. That's always there.
Yeah. So how
Yeah,
do we
but
reconcile that
actually,
individual path?
no, this one, the path of effortless is, like like somebody wrote a book. Don't work for money. Don't struggle for money. Let the money to work for you. The same way that there is a way of living effortless effort. Effortless effort means that minimum effort and maximum productivity.
Mm-hmm.
So it is not against the effort that you are to do. You know very well For example, in material world, there are people who are smarter people, and then there are dumb people. How to clarify that? You clarify in this way that the banks earn the most with the least, and the great masters of even the martial art, they win the war without fighting the war.
Hmm.
So, what is the difference? The difference is moving from solid weapons to they become like water, and from water to air, air to ether, transcendental state. Transcendental state is no heaviness, no gravity. You, you are at the same time everywhere and nowhere. That is the supramaterial, you can put. Supramaterial, that means gravity is not binding you. You are in transcendental state. And that's what happened. The very proof is in your daily life. In your daily life, you came out of dinner and you went to sleep. Then you went into a forest, you are very hungry. In the dream is a different body,
Hmm.
and you are very hungry, and you are running after food and
Hmm.
water. So the same way, there is many levels of bodies: physical body, vital body, mental body, intellectual body, spiritual body. Spiritual body is when this body and mind, when body mind get get bundled up, then what happens? You still remain there. You're not in the time. You're not in time factor, but you still continue the spirit. So it's not actually we are not comparing anything. It is the more intelligent you are, more aware you are, more intelligent you are, the more you enjoy. Not that you run away from the world into the forest in jungle. That's some of the yogis do. But no, we are talking living in the world, but not of it. Like the life of a scientist, the scientist, they focus what they are trying to achieve, and their, of course, their attention into the clothing, into travel or social become little different, which is okay, automatic. That's what happened with the special artist, special, they're big scientists who are cooking their eggs, and they were cooking their watch, wristwatch too.
Hmm.
That can happen, automatic, that doesn't matter. Why? Because the awareness is above that. And if they are focused in my one of my previous life, it happened too. The fire took over because doing research alchemy. These things can happen, but life does not stop. Life, because it appears as that you as the body mind is primary, because now you are in time, time capsule. But at the same time, who are you? Now you say your title, your name. That is the outer baggage. Where is this body mind when you are in the sound sleep? You're not even in the dream body. You are nothing and everythingness. Everythingness and nothingness. See, now it become hard to mind to figure out because mind want to figure out. There is nothing to figure out. This thing you are thinking the society, the world, the society, the city, all that is not there without you. You are it. You are the world. You are the society. If society, show me. You are it. You are the world. You mean not as your fingers and hands and legs, because the hands don't speak, hands don't talk. It appears as the senses. The eyes don't see. It gives you the idea that the eyes see. Eyes don't see. The consciousness, which is invisible, sees through the eyes, hear through the ears. That's invisible. You cannot see through telescope or a microscope. That's why the science don't know the consciousness. They know the external apparatus, the eyes, ears, and all that. Those are the senses. Because when the consciousness is disconnected, your eyes will not see. There are people who are blind, but they still live. That's why we get identified to the external concept, external knowledge. See, the Western science, pathological, they know a lot about diseases. Of course, diseases mean pathological analysis. All bunch of books, but what they miss is the life. Otherwise, they could have put a cylinder of life. They put a cylinder of oxygen, but that's not it. See, once you are in touch with the godliness, the holiness, then you don't get persuaded by the man made crookery because the man made mostly is time bound and it is not good or bad, can appear as good or bad, but why to waste time? That's how the science teaches us the law of karma. As you sow, so shall you reap. As you sow, so shall you reap. That means you are not separate from other. You're not separate from the world. It's all one consciousness. It's all oneness. But by stupidity, illusion, you think you are separate name and form. Of course, you have separate name and form, but at the same time, the wholeness too. What you have to say?
So, so if I want to maintain a path of inquiry for myself, individual path of inquiry, I still have to have food, shelter, clothing, all the necessities of life. So I either
What, say it again. Say it again.
okay,
That.
okay. So I,
Hmm.
as an individual,
Hmm.
as a person who wants to know who I am,
Hmm.
I have a path to follow, but I also have to.
See, listen,
I also
listen.
have to
Yeah,
survive.
yeah, listen, listen.
Mhm.
You're not a person. That's the prime illusion. That's the first and the last illusion.
Okay.
You're not a person, but you have been imposted by the wrong lies that you are a person. That's the prime illusion. You are the wholeness, but you, because you bought it into it, then all add-ons that I'm to reach somewhere, I'm to do something, I'm to do some this, I'm to do that. There nothing need to be done. You already are. That's the whole prime illusion. It starts from the, okay, say one page, yeah, start from the very slow and very loud, yeah.
The Upanishadic
Okay,
saying,
yeah.
I am Brahman.
I am Brahma. Brahma means the wholeness, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Simply means Brahman exists as I
Yeah.
and
The
not
wholeness exists as Yeah.
I am not, I am Brahman.
You are already. Yeah.
It
Go
is
ahead.
not to be supposed that a man is advised to contemplate, I am Brahman. I am Brahman does not mean a man keeps on thinking, I am a man. I,
That's the prime illusion. Yeah. Because
I,
you get glued to the name and form. Yeah.
I am a man is a question.
Hmm.
He is that, and except when a doubt arises as to whether he is an animal or a tree, there is no need for him to assert, I am a man. Similarly, the self is self. Brahman exists as I am in everything and every being.
You must cease to be three kind of ordinary purusa, the dharma, madhyam, uttam, and become that purushottam. That this is accepted. Attain that state and see for yourself what that state is, whether there is any vritti in it. To speak even of Brahmakar, see, that's the whole thing. Because primary, that's the whole difference in the plants and animals. They don't need to become enlightened because they are already enlightened. The man's mind is so crooked that it creates a illusion that I am. They don't remain there, I amness. They go, I am man, I am Mr. Robert, I am engineer. They layers after layers after layers. They forget the I amness prior to you were entered in the prior to that body mind. Body mind is engulfment. So one knocked out the prime illusion, all other illusion fly away. That is the story of a thief. If he dresses like a policeman and they both are staying in the court, but the real attorney will not say a word, not even a word. He will just say, find out who is the thief. Then automatically the whole thing collapses. So it's a collapsing of the false ego, which is not there. There is nothing to be done in future because future does not exist. No technique, no method, no effort. The false gurus will create a shop, a business, because they are empty themselves. They need that noise, noisy seminars, noisy. In the back, in the front, the rose flowers, they bloom without any noise. Once the prime illusion is knocked out, already you are it. Tattvamasi, thou art that. Like the spider net. Spider net, you are to observe when the darkness prevails, then it starts the one from itself, from one branch to other branch, and then it create the whole net. And it is nothing wrong with the spider net, except as you know that you are playing the play. That's all. Like the children, the kids, they go on the beach, spend 5 hours to make animal, to make dog, whatever impression they have, you know, and they play. 10 hours go by, and they're playful. So take out all the mystery of God, heaven, Brahma, Vishnu, all those words. That is, you are it here now. There's nothing to reach, only reaching, going as to go. Stop all that nonsense of the mind because it creates a false illusion, duality. Stop it. Relax. Here nowness already waiting for you. So-called Sarvikalpa Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Samadhi is not something to reach on the ladder. This is actually losing your mind. Losing means you're always caught up. Then you need another way. That's how the analyzer befool themselves. They analyze, they keep on chewing the chewing-gum, no nutrition. The analyzer need another analyzer, then the chief analyzer, then another analyzer. It goes on. That's how the thinking is thinking. But at the end of all, if you don't have sound sleep, all that thinking will be stinking. What is the sound sleep? Sound sleep when there is no becoming, being, when no running. It's the call of the Mother Nature. But you have time to see your daily life? That is the prime. You cannot buy the sound sleep. But imagine those people who are the masters, they have in sound sleep, living in the world and not of it, not get perturbed by the world. They live in the world, but effortless, floating, floating. Like the clouds are changing every time, every minute. But beyond the clouds is the eternal eternity, which does not come and go, which does not change, changeless change. Even in the material world, the car you drive, the wheels are moving, changing, changing, changing. But the axle between the wheels does not change a minute. That's all the masters indicate toward the lotus flower means remain in the mud but not of it. Then you're not against the world, but you're the master of the world. That way, like the royalty, the king does not go and work 9 to 5 and all that, just sitting there, all the things start coming to you. Why? Because the consciousness is above all pervading, and yet not pervading. Like in the plant, the sap, invisible, but manifesting at the leaves, branches, flowers, but not of it, and yet of it. At the same time, that's how the life is so precious. There are fools who get entangled in one senses and spend 40 years, half of the life only in one senses, and never knowing that what the treasure was hidden there. So, after all, it's all oneness. It's not that one is better than other. It's all one. There's nothing else to be done. The one who sees clearly, it's all one. Not even the one, but the oneness. That's how the real emperor, the real royalty happens when Their mind is not running as a chattering box. That's bliss itself. Like the Guru Ramana Maharishi, he did not speak much words because the truth does not speak. It's a underline beyond above the words. Their silence speak. What that means, silence speaks. Yes, it has its own language, and the language is there is no two, there is no separateness, it's all oneness. There is no one and two.